I found this building that was just perfect in terms of location and distance from the hospital. However, it was kind of old and it needed quite a bit of renovations. And so I decided that I would start my search, and I had heard so many horror stories about contractors in general. And so when we started conversing, I can't remember, I think I just discovered Pete online, and I was doing a lot of online reviewing and reading every single review about contractors and trying to find like which one would certainly fit best with our goals and mission. And there was one review that someone gave of Pete, and it said, "Pete is above reproach." And when I read that, I was like, this sounds like they're talking about the Pope. What do you mean he's above reproach? And that was just such a different feel from all the other contractors and websites that I had gotten. And so from that point, I decided to give it a try. And it wasn't just that one review, but there were tons of reviews. And I really liked the fact that he had really concentrated and focused on medical space. And so I really wanted someone that understood the medical laws and legalities regarding opening a practice. And so for me, Pete was just the obvious choice. You know, I'm very busy in my practice and my role is mostly at the hospital. And so I knew I would not have the time to devote to overseeing a project such as this. So I had to have someone that I trusted overseeing my project and had the skill and the experience. And for me, Harbor just kind of fit all of those qualities. I think my fear was that it would be done and I would just hate it, you know? And so I think part of the benefit of using Harbor was that they have done so many medical spaces. I feel like they have it down to a science, from pointing me into the direction of an architect that was appropriate for my needs. Like, this is not a huge hospital project, this is a smaller space, but they just kind of knew exactly what I needed and when I needed it. And I feel like Pete was just so, and Harbor in general, they were just so trustworthy and transparent. And that transparency is something I did not expect from a contractor. Most contractors and that I've heard about, often they have like hidden clauses, and I was just kind of floored that he would just be like, put it all out there, like the pricing. From the time I started the project, I knew exactly what I was anticipated to pay, and they were very open about that. And so for me, that was just very reassuring, knowing what cost I was putting into my project.